by me? Oh, not at all. Did you stand by me? No way. But all the time when we were close, well, I remember these things the most. Hello there, Tony Medley once again, and a lovely warm welcome to my workshop. It's a glorious day out there. You can see I've got just a t-shirt on. Before I do any turning, I will put my smock on to keep all the little shavings at bay. However, today's project, I've been waiting to do this for a long time, and it's a lovely piece of Red Mallee Burr. I've already glued a chucking point onto it, and the only thing that I can think of, it's got to be a simple turning, is to make this end flat so I can put a tenon on it so I can put it into the chuck, and then obviously it is oval, and then I'll remove this glued on chucking point, and then obviously I can only go to a certain diameter, so it'll be like a platter or a bowl or whatever. But I just hope it turns out nice. I don't know whether you can see the bit of grain, which I've just flattened it off, but it looks absolutely gorgeous. To be perfectly honest, it's a Christmas present from my son and daughter. So it's a long time it's been in the cabin. But I'm going to try it today, and I just hope it turns out well. It's just a shame it wasn't round, but I think it'll make an absolutely perfect bowl, platter, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to have to try and lose these two. I don't know whether that would make it too narrow, or not as deep, should I say. But it's just a shame to scrape all that off. It's just absolutely wonderful. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. We can give it a try. And then obviously I'll check in at various stages, and then we'll see how, what we're doing with it. Right, I've got it in the chuck, and it's a little bit out of balance, but it's not too bad. Obviously it's heavier at this end, but it's not too bad. That should go okay. So what I intend to do is try and take a little bit off here to get it flattened out without taking too much of this lovely natural edge off, and then obviously putting a chucking point here, turning it round, and then hollowing the other side out. Well, that's the bottom finished off. I had a terrible problem with it being so large, getting it to sit properly on a base. So what I've actually done is put just a little foot on it, and I've put that in just the slightest little bit, so it's only sitting on that edge, and it's sitting perfect now. I've just took that down probably 1 to 2 millimeters, and obviously I didn't want to take it further in because I didn't want to lose this. And as you can see round here is absolutely superb. It's sitting on the floor or on a table or anywhere that I put it. It sits perfectly now, and I've still managed to keep, I don't know, 2.5 inches of this lovely natural edge. So all in all, you can see, I'll just wet that, and you can see that colour is just going to pop, and it's going to be absolutely wonderful. To be perfectly honest, it's probably the best Christmas present I've ever had. Thank you, Paul and Vicky. Absolutely superb. First time I've ever turned a burr as big as this. I've had small ones, but it's with a big one like this. The only thing that I would recommend, or highly recommend, and you'll know yourself as soon as you start to do it, as soon as you start to cut into it, you've got to keep your tool sharp. And within 30 seconds to a minute, they're blunt again. You'll have noticed early on I was using lots of ball gouges. It was because obviously they were blunting that quick. But after all, once we get that finished, you'll see them colours pop. And to be perfectly honest, what I think I'm going to have to do here is use an oil and hopefully a gloss on the other side. So we'll get it turned round and we'll get started again. Well, I lacquered the bottom and it's come out absolutely wonderful. However, the front, I've had to take the wax coating off because it just didn't look right. Don't know why I don't know why the wax won't take to it. Don't know whether it's that hard or whatever. But what I've had to do is coat it with a clear lacquer, and it's coming up quite nice. So I'll just put another couple of coats on, and then hopefully that should do it. Well, finally I got it done. I've never done so much hand sanding in my life. Obviously, with it being that little bit off centre, I had to do a lot of hand sanding. Now I'm just hoping that you can see the beauty of it. Absolutely superb. Couldn't have wished for better. That one is a Red Mallee Burr, or a burl for our friends over the pond, and it's the first time I've done a one, and honestly and truthfully I couldn't believe how hard the wood was. I've seen videos of people who've done them before, and they said that you need to sharpen your tools every minute or so. It's true, believe me. If you've seen, you know, when you watch the video, now that you've seen the video, you'll see that I had to keep changing from chisel, because I would say every 30 seconds you needed to resharpen your tools. Anyway, I had to do a lot of hand sanding, which I normally don't. Obviously, with it being a little bit off centre and it was an oval shape, it was a little bit dangerous to sand with, even with the Simon Hope sander. I just didn't like to do it. So I've done a lot of it by hand. What I also found was I'd done the bottom, and you'll notice in the video that I'd done the bottom with a clear lacquer. And it turned out rather well. It was the only thing I could do. I tried it with oil first, and the Danish oil, it didn't set it off. So I used an acrylic lacquer. I also used a high gloss wax on the top, and I got it done, and I just thought it didn't look right. So I thought I might as well do it all in the lacquer, and that's what's took the time. For very little work on it, it took some time to do, and as I say, I got the blank, or the bear, whatever you want to call it, the bear, from my son and my daughter for Christmas, and I've just got round to turning it now. Thank you very much, Paul and Vicky. It was a wonderful Christmas present, and I really enjoyed turning it yesterday. Anyway, it shouldn't be long now for the website to be up and running, so if you do see anything, what you want, what I'm making, you want to buy it, by all means you'd be able to purchase from the website. I will give you the full details when it's fully operational. Anyway, please subscribe, it's absolutely free. Like, if you like the video, share it amongst your friends. And I will definitely catch up with you on the next video. Thanks for watching now. Bye.